The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Short throw to Smith. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here's Mayfield. And that one to the right side and incomplete. The Bucs at 500, sitting at 5-5. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
Mayfield now. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rachaad White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun, it's Tua. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. The drive will start with an option going left. Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to pass. Tua. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Now Tua. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards. Motion man is Schwartz. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Ready, son?
Tua going to try and run. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jonnu Smith from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is caught by McMillan. Pushes past him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. White is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. It's complete. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
21G, 21G.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Robinson up the middle.
Oh, able to avoid him. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
The offense staying out. They're